In this video, I'm replacing the wall mount on my living room TV. I've got two issues to resolve. One, the current mount is so tight to the wall I cannot get to my fire stick, and two, the height. It needs to come down, and I'll go over why in detail. This is the new mount I'll be installing. I got it from Amazon for around $40, and it's a common style a lot of different brands have. Step 1 is removing the old TV wall plate and brackets. I had my son help lift the TV off the wall. To remove the brackets from the back of the TV, they're usually held on with 2 metric screws per bracket, spaced according to VESA standards. They're almost always Phillips head and typically M4, M6, or M8 screws. To quickly show how these mounts work, the brackets on the back of the TV have a groove that lets the TV slide onto the wall plate, basically letting gravity do the work. Then there's a set screw at the bottom that locks the TV in place and keeps it from lifting back off the mount. The wall plate is held on by 4 lag bolts fastened into the studs. For some reason, this mount used 2 different size lags, so I used a 1/2 inch socket on the top and a 13/32 on the bottom. This one had been on the wall for so long it did rip some of the drywall paper when coming off, so be careful if you're removing one, especially if someone is painted around it. If that's the case, you'll want to score it with a utility knife before removing the lags. Now I'll attach the new brackets to the TV. These mounts usually come with an assortment of screws, washers, and spacers to fit just about any TV. In my case, the screws included with the new mount were much shorter than the ones from my old mount, so I reused the original screws, which fit perfectly. When attaching the brackets to the back of your TV, a hand screwdriver is the safest option. The mounting holes usually thread into a thin metal or plastic insert, so it's easy to strip those out. You can use a power driver to start the screws, just keep it at the lowest setting and always finish tightening by hand. Snug is all you need. Before installing the wall plate, we need to decide on the TV's position, specifically the height. There's an entire Reddit group dedicated to TV height, and ever since discovering it, I can't help but to judge TV mounting heights. Knowing mine was too high has bothered me for years, so now it's a perfect time to fix it. To find the right TV height, aim to place the center of the screen at eye level when you're seated. Measure from the floor to your eye level on the couch, then match the height to the middle of the TV for the most comfortable viewing. When I did that, I came up with 46 inches as my seated eye level, so I placed tape on the wall to show that midpoint, then additional pieces to show where the top and bottom of the TV would land. I went ahead and placed the wall plate in the TV bracket groove so I could understand how far the mounting hole needed to be from the top of the TV. Then I measured down from my tape to find the mounting hole locations for the mounting plate. Be careful not to assume the mounting holes go in the center. In my case, had I done that, my mount would have been much lower than intended. Getting everything lined up and level does require a few tools. Some painter's tape, a 4-foot level, and a stud finder came in handy for this task. Once I knew the height for my lag holes, I used the level to make sure I pre-drilled in the correct locations. I used the stud finder to find the studs. To make sure I was getting the center of the studs, I fished around in my old holes to make sure they were in the center. I could tell one of those old holes was on the edge of the stud, so I used that as a reference point to make sure I hit the center on my new location. Now that we have the top 2 lag bolts pre-drilled, all we have to do is use the impact to secure the wall plate, check for level, then drive home the top bolts. Once we're happy with the level on that, we can secure the bottom lag bolts. Now with the mount bolted in, I'll extend the arms and press on it to make sure it'll hold some weight. Alright, that checks out. This end piece here allows you to pivot the TV, but since we're at eye level, I'll tighten it down so that the TV is not tilted. And now for the fun part, can we mount this big TV by ourselves? Let's find out. I wouldn't recommend doing this solo, but I am eager to see if everything lines up. And that's a success, we're on the wall. It was a little nerve-wracking letting go, but everything held perfectly. Here you can see that set screw that I mentioned earlier. Let's tighten that down and we'll wrap up this install. Time to plug it in and add a fire stick. The good thing is the side view isn't as messy as I thought it would be, and the measurements to the center point came out perfect at 46 inches.
46.
And that wraps up the installation. I hope you enjoyed this video, and now that the TV is mounted at the perfect height, it's time to sit back and enjoy some of the best TV out there. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button and consider subscribing for more projects like this.